Set up a sniper aiming with someone. Steal the trigger. Shoot your prey in one go. She is my daughter's guardian angel. Also the nemesis in the eyes of the enemy. Under her shotgun. Prey has only one ending. 2023 latest revenge action, cool movie mother's true colors. Hot attack. This is the FBI safe house. Detectives questioned the woman in custody. But the woman said this place isn't secure. I thought the woman was joking. Next second, blink of an eye. The agents at the window were all sniped. A group of killers tried to get in touch with people outside. I didn't expect the agents outside to be killed already. Apparently, they have exposed the location. A group of killers is preparing to go upstairs with the woman. When approaching the window, raise your hand and shoot twice. A group of killers also fell downstairs. Woman checking gun, only one bullet in the gun, and he still has a breath. To save him, the woman pulls a man aside and heal the wound to stop the bleeding. Come to the bathroom. Woman made improvised explosive device. She knew the killer would find their way into the room. In the end, she was found by the killer hiding in a corner. The only bullet missed. Woman is pregnant. Unexpectedly, the killer stabbed her directly in the stomach. Just when the woman fell to the ground in pain, the device suddenly exploded. This woman is also a killer. Luckily, mother and baby survived the attack. But 7 federal agents died. The boss must handle her case carefully. Turn out to be. She is the link between the arms dealer and the consortium, and it was her ex-lover who stabbed her. The arms dealer. When federal agents rescued her, they did not find the killer's body, for the safety of the child. Her boss advised her to put the child up for adoption. Otherwise, they will always find mother and daughter, after careful consideration. She found the injured gang. She put forward 3 requirements first. Arrange a good home for her child. Live the life of ordinary people. Annual birthday report. To ensure the safety of children, third. If her child is in trouble, they have to tell her, through the glass. She took one last look at the child. She concealed her name and hid in the deep mountains and old forest 12 years past in a flash. She was hunting in the mountains this day, just got back to the cabin. The old comrade came up with a letter. She wonders annual child's birthday. She can get the photo, but not today. A group of killers sent out the place and time of the meeting invitation. Then she realizes that something is wrong. Get ready. She arrived at the airport on time. After receiving someone, he explained the situation, another capture operation. They blocked the old king's men. The weapon used for the murder was found. There is also a picture of her daughter. The mother knows the people from the consortium are already eyeing her to protect my daughter. She started to approach, watching her daughter playing happily in the playground. She is very happy. Suddenly, a red van broke into her sight, found something wrong. She quickly assembled the gun, then she spotted a suspicious person, and she knows the man with the tattoo under the sign of the man. A group of killers started to approach the girl. She shoots decisively. The 2 killers fell hard. After the chaos, the man ran straight over, and her location was also discovered. Just when she was distracted, the man took the opportunity to jerk off the girl. I didn't wait for her to slow down. The killer rushed to the parking lot. She quickly hid under the car. Killer starts checking around, found something wrong. She got into a broken car. Just avoided the killer's sight while the other party is not paying attention. She started the car and reversed. Suddenly, the killer was hit and killed on the spot. At this time, police arrived, driven by the opponent. She had no choice but to abandon the car and run away. A group of killers came to meet her. She escaped safely, although prepared. But let the opponent succeed luckily. The mother, the person who took her daughter, knows a man nicknamed Wolfbead. The other party took the girl not for ransom. The purpose is to lure her out. Through his investigation, they quickly locked the Wolfbead. Traveling to Brazil, 2 quickly catch Wolf Pig in a bar. Unexpectedly, a group of killers was attacked, and the Wolf Pig also took the opportunity to escape. She ran after him. The 2 sides chased through the street. After some seesawing, she can never catch up with each other. A group of killers also joined the chase after he escaped. At this time, she drove a motorcycle and go all out to catch up. But when driving through a crowded lane, she was hit by a car that jumped out. The driver wants to find him a theory. In the end, she directly robbed the other party's car. In order to catch up with the Wolf Pig, she simply drove the car into the crowd. In the end, she overtook another car on a bend, successfully knocked him, take him to the broken building for interrogation. Unexpectedly, the stubborn wolf pig just doesn't speak, no matter how she beats him. The wolf pig didn't say a word about the girl's whereabouts, seeing that the other party refuses to cooperate. In the end, I had to be honest. The girl was imprisoned on the plantation, heavily guarded there, large number of people, although I know there is a trap. But in order to save my daughter, she can't care too much. In the hotel, she helped her friend treat the wound. For a moment, a group of killers thought back to the time and asked why she saved him at that time. Did not expect the reason was the glass of water that a group of killers handed her. Know that the other person cares about themselves and the child in their womb. That's why she chose to save her, mentioned here. She also explained the relationship between the three of them. It turned out that he was an instructor of the British Special Forces, was in charge of training them. She is doing great, no family and no worries. So when executing the task, she chose him. After retiring, she followed him to smuggle arms. She also met the rich man who stole and sold arms. Through her connections, the two sides will soon have a cooperative relationship. She who walks between two men soon conceived a child. As for this child, he doesn't know whose at this time. She noticed the changes between the two. He realized that the two of them must be hiding something from him. Through investigation, she found out the tricks of the two, unexpectedly, while they were smuggling arms and engaged in child trafficking. So she reported the two to the Federation. Then the two rushed to the public support. After getting ready a round, she set up a sniper rifle. After confirming the number and location of enemies, she turned on killing mode. The enemy died quietly under her gun. The old king in the room didn't know. Immediately, the two began to infiltrate the house. She is engrossed. Kill the enemy in 1 second. The enemy fell to the ground one by one without realizing it. Then her friend cut off the switch. After the whole building is plunged into darkness, she, possessed by a killing god, rushed all the way. Finally, she found his daughter in a small, dark room. After bringing my daughter out, the girl threw herself into a group of killers' arms. Compared to her mother, the daughter seems to trust a group of killers more after safely rescuing her daughter. She turned back to the house. I don't want to have long nights and dreams. She intends to make a break with him. As a result, after entering the room, he has been waiting for a long time, under the control of the opponent. She can only be obedient. Meet ex-lover. He actually made a crooked idea. I wanted to rekindle my old relationship with her. Take advantage of it. She's set output exploded in an instant. Blink of an eye, he died under the knife of her immediately after. They returned the girl safely to America. Girl is smart. I feel like the woman in front of me is my real mother. When the girl asked her for the safety of the child, the mother did not admit, after handing over her daughter to her friend. She left the scene silently. When the daughter is far away, unbearable tears finally burst out. She endured the pain, have to face reality. On the way home, a group of killers and their car were intercepted. They passed out in the collision. The killer then dragged her out of the car. Never imagined, the person who hijacked her turned out to be his father. At this time, she arrived at the scene on a motorcycle. She hurried to protect her daughter. I don't intend to let the mother and daughter go. He shot and killed her friend. See vehicle oil spill. She lit the fire immediately. The heat wave of the explosion paralyzed him. She fled on a motorcycle and successfully took her daughter away from the scene. The arrival of the police made her flee in a panic. In the current situation, girl can't go home yet. To ensure the safety of children, she must be with her daughter all the time. After communicating with the child's adoptive mother, she forcibly took the child, come to your hideaway. She uses a password. Talk to old comrades about the situation. I didn't expect the smart girl to take a look. I saw through the relationship between the two. She didn't understand why they knew each other. Pretend to be a stranger and chat. I don't know. She did this for her own safety, back to the mountains. She taught the child the first lesson. She went hunting, shot a wild deer in front of children. Although cruel, but that's the reality. Law of the jungle, survival of the fittest. In order to prevent, she must teach the child to be strong. Have the will to survive then. The girl learned to drive and shoot. This day the girl played with the wolf cubs she found. When mother stops, the she-wolf has spotted them. To protect the cubs, the she-wolf pounced on the girl. In desperation, she pulled the trigger. The girl thought she killed the queen mother. she quickly explained. She used rock bombs, just to scare away the she-wolf, not lethal. But the girl was very indignant at what her mother did. When arrived home, she did not hesitate to point a gun at her. Girls don't understand. Obviously her own mother. Why don't you recognize her? She doesn't want her daughter to know the truth, because the reality is too cruel. Under the guidance of her, the girl not only learned to shoot, also learned how to make an improvised bomb, knowing that the bad guys will find their way sooner or later, so she must be fully prepared. And an accident also hastened the danger. Today, when the girl was feeding the wolf cubs, accidentally bitten. She quickly took her to the clinic at the foot of the mountain for treatment. I didn't expect to see a doctor. The girl entered her real name. After exposure, he will definitely come to the door. For the safety of my daughter, she communicated with her old comrades. Once he enters the town, he is going to take the baby. Everything happened too fast. He and the others arrived here soon. I read the letter left by my mother. Only then did the girl realize the difficulty of her mother, worried about mother's safety. She got in the car and drove to the mountains. At the same time, his subordinates are heading towards the hut. The bomb planted in advance played a role. After someone struck a mine, the killer is more careful, but she also used this to launch a sneak attack. After blasting back to the cabin, the men inspected the hut. She put on the enemy's clothes and launched a sneak attack. Never imagined. The girl who appeared suddenly was caught by his subordinates. She found out and chased after her on a snowmobile, under the command of the mother. The girl jumped out of the car and escaped. She took advantage of the trend and killed the killer. She took her child and started to flee. After throwing off the enemy, she set up a sniper rifle on a high place. Didn't think I just killed one. He locked the girl, under threat. She can only show up obediently. After meeting, she threw away the weapon in her hand. For his approach, he is very angry. He wants to teach her a lesson. The two sides immediately started hand-to-hand combat. Although she is aggressive, but the power disparity, she was still defeated by her ex. In order to save her mother, the girl sneak attack from the side. As a result, the bullet misses, hit the mother. He took the child away. Fortunately, the girl just used rock bombs, so she wasn't hurt. But when she fell, her shoulder was broken. Endure the pain. She took back the bones by impact, seeing that he is going to take his daughter away. Critical moment, she shoots with a gun, precisely predicted that her ex died on the spot. In the end, she managed to save her own child. The girl happily ran to her mother. At this moment, the mother and daughter finally have a bottleneck. The end of the story. She returned her daughter to her adoptive mother, but she didn't leave. But to be with her daughter all the time, exciting scene of revenge of the tough heroine, especially the heroine's ability to hunt and kill no less than John Wick possession, quick action, a very good action movie. Recommend to everyone. Thank you for supporting our work. If you like our videos, please leave a like and follow our channel. See you in the next video. Have a nice day. Oh wait, watch out your ex.